Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for clicking on this video today to watch. So I have £80 of cash stuff. So I'm going to start by counting this first. So I have 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, £80. So £80 to cash stuff in total. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to roll the dice. So my 24-sided dice, because I have 24 sinking funds between my short term and long term, these two binders here, and it's just a fun random way of deciding where this £20 is going to go. So let's give it a shake. So it's going to go into sinking fund number 4. So let's see where that's going. So just get this out here, move this out of the way slightly. So sinking fund number 4. So bank's not 1. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 events, which actually works out quite well because I could use this for the lunch with the Spa girls. So possibly it could be used for that, but we'll keep it in there for now. So that's number 4. So that's events. £20 has gone into there. So that is that. So that's the sinking funds done. Next thing I'm going to move on to is my check-in. So I'm just going to bring my mini binder in here. See if I can stand that up. Oh yeah, I can stand that up as well. Right, let's go through the check-in for last week. So last week was a really good week. I had lots of no spend days because I was a lot more strict. Just move these out of the way. Put that straight. Try and make some space on here to show you this as well. Right, I don't know how we're going to do this. Right, I think you can see all that. So, oh, dice is going everywhere. Right, I think that will just about fit on. So I'm going to go through last week. So we left off on the Sunday. So that was my last spendy week because it was a very spendy week last week. And then we went then to the Monday. So Monday, if you can see on here, was a no spend day. So I was a lot more strict with myself this week. So I already had my bus ticket. I didn't go to Greg's in the morning. I had breakfast at home and I didn't get a Coke because there is a water fountain cooler at work. So I was just having the water at work. So Monday was a no spend day. Tuesday I was off work and that was a no spend day. Wednesday I was rotated to work but I was off work that day. So I decided to go shopping on the Wednesday rather than the Thursday, just in case we ended up going for that lunch with the Spa girls on the Thursday. So Wednesday, oh, I've not ticked it off in there. So Wednesday, I went shopping in the morning to Tesco, got Casper's Bits. So I took £15 in total. I took the £10 from family and the £5 from personal. So Casper's Bits came to around about 13. So it only left me with a couple of pound for personal bits. So instead of using the £2 that was in here, I spent some money, just drawn on there. I spent some money on my card instead. So I ended up actually spending £4.42 on my card. So yeah, so altogether on the Wednesday I spent £19.42 and just £4.42 of that was spent on my card, so that was overspending. But I did get a few freebies on Wednesday. So when I was up doing my shopping, so once I'd been to Tesco, I went shopping to town and got my personal bits. While I was there, I actually used my McDonald's reward points and got a free hot cross bun latte, which was really nice. And then also I actually got a voucher through on the Wednesday from a department store called Housing Units, which is like a posh department store quite near to where I live. And they sent me a voucher through for a cake and a coffee for £3. And my mum was actually going to Housing Units that afternoon to buy a special birthday card. And yeah, I told my mum about the voucher and she said that she'd buy it off me because usually so she'd buy the voucher off me and then she'd pay £3 when she got there. So for her it was £6 in total, and it would normally be about, I think, £6 for a piece of cake. So then she'd be getting the coffee or whatever she had else for free. So yeah, so I got £3 from that voucher, which I got for free. So what I decided to do was I went onto the Cashbook Cute website, Etsy shop, sorry, and got 2 digital downloads. I still need to print them out because I've not got any card yet, but I bought the driving lessons one because I want to have refresher driving lessons. I did learn to drive when I was 18 and I've had cars since passing my driving test, but I haven't driven for a little while, and more than likely it will be an automatic car that I've never driven before, and more than likely an electric car, which I haven't driven either. So things like charging it and all that kind of stuff, I know nothing about. So yeah, so I downloaded the driving lessons one. So that's what I'm going to start first before moving on to any other car savings challenges. And then also I downloaded At the Patch, because on my 2024 dream board, I popped on there about going to, I think it's called Bates Farm, and they do pink pumpkins and they give some money to charity. And yeah, because it's going to be a one-off thing that I'm going to do, maybe just this once, I thought just downloading it and printing it out and doing it the once would be absolutely fine. So yeah, so once I printed that out, I'm going to be colouring the pumpkins in pink, just to remind me that I'm saving up to go to get a pink pumpkin. So that is that. So yeah, so I got about 3 freebies on the Wednesday. So even though I spent £4.42 on my card, I still got a few freebies. So yeah, I was happy with that. Thursday I was off. We didn't end up going for lunch with the Spa Girls, so Thursday was a no spend day. And then Friday and Saturday I was in work. I forgot to mention I had my bus ticket that I used because it was a 5-day flexi, so I used it on the Wednesday. And then I also had my bus ticket on the Friday and Saturday. And then I'd also, with that £4.42 overspend, bought Cokes, brunch bars, things like that to take into work. So Friday and Saturday when I was at work were both no spend days. So I've only had 1 spend day this week. And I need to add on to here onto Sunday, I did draw out the £80 for cash stuffing, but apart from that, today is also going to be a no spend day. So I only went over the budget by £4.42 last week? Or, well, I don't know whether or not to include the £80 outgoing as a spend day. No, I'm just gonna put it as an outgoing and not a spend. We'll see. I'll decide what to do with that later on. But yeah, at the moment, £4.42. That's all that's come out on my card. So yeah, really happy with that. And also with the £80, I drew that out this morning to do the cash stuff in for today. So what I'm planning is, now I've got the save more sorted with the £20 going into my sinking funds. Now I've been focusing on the spend less. I'm going to try and have just 1 spend day a week and just use that one day to basically spend and buy things that I need. So we'll see how we go, because I do have a really, really tight budget for next week, which you'll see as I go through this video. So yeah, either the Wednesday or the Thursday, but that could change because the next thing I wanted to concentrate on was, I said double my income, but I just want to earn more money. And luckily there is a new grooming spa which has opened up literally a 5-minute walk, if that, from my house. And they were looking for, I seen advertised, a spa therapist, which I am, looking for part-time flexible hours, which I can do. And the pay that they're offering is really good for like a local area. It's the same kind of, well, it's the same if not more than what you would get working in Manchester. Not as much as what I'm earning at the hotel where I am now, so I'll still be doing that as well as this place. But if I do get it, that is, I've got an interview on Thursday. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Again, it's whether or not I like the place, because it's a male grooming spa. So yeah, so they don't really advertise for women to come in, so it's just men basically that are having treatments done. So yeah, so I'll go in, see how that goes, but I thought that would be really good for Tuesdays and possibly even Sundays when I'm just at home, because I thought if I do a few hours on the Tuesday and a few hours on the Sunday, I'll be earning extra money on days when I would just be at home, basically I'm not going to say doing nothing, because I'd always be doing something, but when I'm just at home and I could be earning money instead, and possibly even the Thursday. But we'll see how it goes on Thursday when I've got my interview as well. So that is that for this week. So I'm going to move now on to the unstuffing of the mini binder. So I do have a little bit to unstuff today as well. As I mentioned, there was a lot of no spend days last week. So I kept the £2 in here. I could have used this £2 to go towards that £4.42, but I knew that I had £42 to go into Savopoly and that I wouldn't have any pound coins in change. So yeah, I thought I would keep those ready for that. Then family was a £10 that got spent, and then travel, I am going to be putting some money in there today for my bus ticket. I was going to buy a monthly bus ticket on Monday, but the bus fares and things have kind of changed a lot from what they were, and they've actually gone up in price rather than down, which I don't think anyone was expecting, because being changed over to this government network, the prices were meant to decrease and they've actually increased. So I'm going to buy another weekly ticket. The weekly ticket has increased from 18 to 21. So yeah, I will be putting some money in that this week. So I'll more than likely buy that on Monday. Food still has the £1 in. So this is what is going to go towards that bus ticket, but I'll leave it there for now. Then personal had 5 that got spent. Social had 20. So as I mentioned, we didn't go for lunch this Thursday, so I've got £20 in there as well. So that is that 20. And then the rest of them had nothing in there. Well, these are quite dusty. So yeah, that's that done. So what I'm going to do is, instead of stuffing this straight away, I'm just going to do a few different things. So where I need the money to go into the bank. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go into this binder. Let's see if I can rest that in there. Will it go in? Yep, just about. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to be taking out £5 from my wallet and putting it with the £20 that was rolled over. So this £25 is then going to go into the bank, and this is going to be for premium bonds, because I need to put £25 in for this month. So that is that £25. So I'm going to pop that at the back here. So that's £25 going into the bank for premium bonds. So the next thing I was going to do was I was actually going to do the 42 for Savopoly. So what I'm going to do with that is, so how much I've got left? 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So yes, I've got 60 left. So first thing I'm going to do is pop that £40 away for Savopoly. So I'm going to pop £30 into winter, because we're in spring. So £30 is going to go into here, and that's the 2 coffee mugs. So that is that one and this one. Not straight today because I'm leaning on this thing. Right, so that's those 2. So that's done, that's done, that's done. The next one's jumpers. They're £20 each, and there's 3 of those. So £60 to go in. So for this, I mentioned £30 is going there, but I'm just going to leave that to one side at the moment. So that's £30. But I think I need to give that a shake because it's card. Put that in there. So that's £30 gone in there. And then the other one I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do the £12 on here. So let's get this out. So the next number on here is number 12, which is this. Colour that in. I don't know what's happened with these colours, they just don't colour. to leave it as that. So that's £12, that's number 12 done. So that is that. So while that's drying, I'm going to pop the 12, not in here, I'm going to pop it to one side. So there's 10 there, and then there's 2 here. So altogether there's £42, 20, 30, 42, £42 here. So that means, I'll just wait for this to dry, I can cross off the 42 from the Savopoly, and then that's that first roll done. And then I need to try and figure out a way of popping 150 into savings challenges from the next roll on that as well. So that is that for now. I am going to come back to that. So I'm just going to move on to this, just to cross off Savopoly. It's gone really dark in here. It was really nice and sunny before. Savopoly. So I'm going to cross off which one was this one? So the Save 42. I'm going to cross that off here. So that one's done. And as I mentioned, the last one is the 150. Give that a waft. That's going back in. So that's that done. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to empty the money from my 3 main challenges, and I'll explain why in a second. So I've got, oh actually, did I put this? Oh no, I left it there, didn't I? So I've got the money from my envelope challenge, which is coming out. So we've got 20, 40, 65, 66. I'll pop that to one side. We've got my lunar calendar, which is how much in here. And then we've got 20, 45, 46. And then we've also got, move this up a little bit so you can see. And then we've also got the 52-week savings challenge. And how much is in here? And then in here we have, what's a bit skew with? Put that back there. So in this 52-week challenge, we also have 20, 40, 65, 66 pounds. So that is those emptied. So I'm going to count this money up now. Have I got space behind there? Oh, just. Right, so I'm going to count this money up with the pound coins as well. Let's get it in some kind of order. Right, put the 10s at the back and then the 5s as well. So I'm going to count this money. So we've got 20, 40, 60, 80, 120, 40, 60, 80, 90, 200, and 5, 10, 15. Oh, I've got a bit more than I thought I would. So maybe I didn't need to use the 5 from my wallet. I might put that back in my wallet actually. Oh, actually I've got another 5 here as well. I've got more than expected. So 215, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, actually, no, that's right. So 220 I've got in total. So what I'm going to do is one of these 20s, I'm going to put with the £1 that's here, because that is going to go into my travel for my weekly bus ticket for this week. and then the rest, so there's £200 here, just count it again, 20, 40, 60, 80, 120, 40, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. So there's £200 here. That is going to go into the bank as well as the same time as my premium bonds. And the reason for that is because this is going to go into my Help to Buy ISA account, because I need to pop £200 in for this month. So then that's that done for this month as well. So this is all to go back to the bank. And then what I'm going to do with that 21 is pop it into my travel for this week. One thing I have learned about cash stuffing is you have to move your money around to make it work for you. There's no point just having it in one place if it's not doing anything or adding interest, or yeah, just move it around and make it work for you. So that is that. So that's that in there. And then lastly, so it leaves me with, as I mentioned, it's going to be a really tight week next week. So it means I've only got £20 next week for my budget, which I should be able to do, because what I'm going to do is, so £20 that went into that 42 for my Saveopoly challenge, £20 of it would have normally gone from my spending money. So from the roll of the 24-sided dice. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to call that as if I rolled the dice, it landed on a 20, £20 went into savings, and it leaves me with £4 then that should go into my spending money. So what I'm going to do is, I have a plan for that as well, is I'm going to use my wallet, which is here, and I have £4 in here. And that is going to go towards, so I'll just need to clean the Leanne wallet off. So I'll do that at the end. So yeah, so then that's the money taken out of my wallet for spending money. Oh gosh. Knocking the thing. Just tilt it down slightly. For spending money next week. So just pop that in here. So there's £4 that's gone in there. So yeah, so it means then, oh actually what I'm going to do, I'm going to put £10 into Casper, because I know, like I said, his will come to around about 13-ish. So I can use the £3 from there, and I've got £10 here. And then the last £10 is going to go into social, just in case we do go for lunch and with the Spa Girls on Thursday. Lunch, we normally go to the same Thai restaurant, and it's around, they do lunchtime special offers. I normally just get a Coke and a Massaman curry. So that comes to, I think, around about £10-11-ish. So I'm hoping with the £1 left over and the 10 in here, that will cover me having the Thai curry as well. So that is that. And that's everything done for this week. So I hope you enjoyed the video today. Please do like, comment and subscribe if you have enjoyed watching today. And I will see you in my next video on Sunday, where I will be doing, oh no, it's the 31st next Sunday. So it'll be the Sunday after that I do my count up of what I've saved this month. But yeah, I'll see you next Sunday for another video. Bye.